This is the regular board meeting of the Harlingen Consolidated Independent School District Board of Trustees. This board meeting has been posted in accordance with the Open Meetings Act. We do have a quorum. We'll start with a moment of silence. Please join me in a moment of silence. Thank you. We'll now have our Pledge of Allegiance, Mr. Shane Strubart.
Thank you, Mr. President, trustees, Dr. Cavazos, administration, and audience. Tonight's pledge will be led by Harlingen High School South's Colin Galoon. Colin is currently a senior and will be graduating in the top 5% of his class. He was an ambassador of Dr. Cano Freshman Academy, is a former member of the South Varsity Tennis Team, and is an alumni of the Harlingen Chamber of Commerce Youth Leadership Program. Colin is the president of the Media Tech Club, parliamentarian of National Honor Society and Future Business Leaders of America, and has been a part of Student Council and PTSA since 7th grade. In fact, Colin's FBLA team just won first place at state for parliamentary procedures. Colin has volunteered all around Harlingen, most notably with his nonprofit organization, the Combat Hunger Campaign, which has assisted St. Anthony Catholic Church Food Bank in feeding over 800 families every year since 7th grade. Colin is a two-time overall winner at the HCISD Student Film Awards his sophomore and junior years, and even won the Cinesol 24-Hour Film Festival's Best Film Under 18 Award last May. Colin's video production pursuits have also helped him to land important projects like interviewing former Secretary Robert Gates, creating film projects for HCISD, an advertisement for Harlingen Dentist Office, and a live camera operator for HCISD football games. This past Thanksgiving, he was an extra and worked as an assistant camera operator for a July 2018 episode of the TV show Drug Wars. Colin has recently been accepted into several universities, such as UT's Moody College of Communication, University of North Texas Pre-Public Relations Program, San Diego State University Pre-Communications Program, University of California at Long Beach Pre-Communication Program, and most notably, California State University at Los Angeles Film School. Colin has chosen to attend University of North Texas, where he earned a merit scholarship and will study public relations. You can have my keys there, public. My office is down there. I'll go to UNT.
Shane just resigned.
Yeah, just like this. After this,
Always be on the lookout for
Where
your
he's gonna-
replacement, Strubart.
you got a job eraser. And he's going to minor in film. Colin hopes to be director of public relations for Universal Studios, and then start his own production company where he will write and create films, following in the footsteps of film greats such as Steven Spielberg.
Wow.
Joining him tonight are his parents, Robert and Christine Galoon. Ladies and gentlemen, Colin Galoon.
Thank you. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you all. You all may be seated.
Mr. President, real quick,
Yes, Mr. Hymas.
on top of all those accomplishments that Collins has, he also gave me a crash course on, is it Premiere, right? Premiere. I at my job, they want us to incorporate video editing, and I came to this MACA to get some tutoring from one of our students, and I was lucky enough to have Colin. So he, and in about an hour, he gave me everything I needed to learn, and thanks.
Super nice.
Very nice, Colin. I would be remiss if are the parents here? Will you please stand? We're so proud of your accomplishments, as many of our students are here in HCISD. Yes, I'm going to follow. Is Colin cool? Okay.
We gotta follow him. Huh?
I'm going to follow him. Excellent. We're very proud. Thank you so very, very much. Now we have the recognition of elementary UIL district meet winners. Ms. Laurie Romero.
Good evening, Mr. President, board members, Dr. Cavazos, senior team, and audience. HCISD's 6th Annual Elementary UIL District Meet took place on Saturday, February the 10th, 2018 at Memorial Middle School, where over 500 4th and 5th grade students competed in 10 different academic events: art, dictionary skills, listening, maps and charts, music memory, number sense, oral reading, ready writing, social studies, and spelling. Students developed their skills after school with the assistance of nearly 190 teachers and staff coaching them for this annual event. It proved to be an exciting competition. If we can have Dr. Cavazos and Mr. McShann help us recognize these teams, I'm going to have Ms. Phyllis Parker share the results with us now.
As I announce the winners, if we could have the principal and UIL coordinator come up to receive the award, and then we will have all of the students, if they're here, come up for a picture. So let's begin with 3rd place in the small school division. With an overall score of 75 points, we have Austin Elementary. With an overall score of 76 points, 2nd place goes to Wilson Elementary. And first place with 210.5 points in the small school division is Jefferson Elementary.
Okay, right here, I have a lot of room on the other side. Let's go. I'll go to the other side. Like, you two boys, I want y'all to go to the other side real quick. Let's go to the other side. There you go. Excellent. Oh, here we go.
She said that they didn't have any tickets for scouts. Do you have any tickets for the event?
All right, everyone look at the doors up here on top of the chair. Everybody look up here first. Okay. Doors, give us a countdown. First up here. Okay, now you're a parent. Find some phone.
Very good, thank you. Good job. You hold on to that. Next, right next to Kevin.
Does that mean they get bigger trophies?
So now for the large school division, we want to recognize third place with 107 points, Treasure Hills Elementary. With 126 points, second place goes to Stewart Place Elementary. And the winner of the large school division with 153 points goes to Means Elementary.
Can we get the rest of the staff and any students in here to come down over here? Ready to put the camera?
Jane, we have one more.
Overall.
The overall sweepstakes trophy of the 6th annual elementary UIL district meet with 210.5 points goes to Jefferson Elementary.
Same place as before. Same place.
No. She's a parent.
kids now than you were before?
Yes.
Where did the extra kids come from?
We look good. You know what? Can you scoot up? And Isaiah, try to tippy toe in between right there.
Okay, everybody, we're all gonna look at Dorn first. This is for the website. Look over here. When you told me that, I was like, oh,
Chess team.
raise kids and grow.
Okay. Let's move to, before we, board members? Anyone have any comments regarding the elementary UIL district meet winners?
Well, yes, sirree, if I might, sir. We are so proud of our schools all the time, but you know, when we have a competition like this that we've been doing for these many decades, it is so exciting to see that we are still so enthusiastic and we have so many campuses, Mr. Superintendent, that are working diligently on this. I was particularly impressed with the number of our staff, the teachers who have been working with our students, because you know, that really is what it's all about. It really takes so much time and so much very intense training, and it was kind of exciting. I was telling my fellow board members when Austin Elementary came up that when our grown children now, and who have children of their own, when they used to compete in elementary UIL, it was at Austin Elementary School, and I remember those competitions. But you know, we've really upped the game in terms of our staff, Dr. Cavazos, who are working with our students, and I'm just so proud of you all, and I want to thank you for recognizing that it's a wonderful opportunity to give a child a chance to shine, and that's, I think, what UIL really does. So thank you, and thank you so much to all our staff in the district who are doing this. It's a wonderful thing.
Thank you. Again, I want to congratulate certainly the principals, the administrative team, the teachers, parents, volunteers. This was a team effort, and starting children young, having success at an early age, certainly is a foundation to being a highly successful individual and a citizen of this great country. Congratulations to you. Now we have recognition of HCISD chess teams advancing to national. Mr. Fred Cavazos.
A proud graduate of Harlingen.
Thank you, Mr. President. Good evening. Good evening, board members, Dr. Cavazos, administration, community, and friends. Beside me, I have Miss Jeannie Jimenez, who has helped me tremendously run successful local tournaments. And we're here today to announce and recognize these outstanding teams who performed remarkably at the state chess tournament in Edinburgh on March 3rd and 4th. With competitors ranging well over 1,400, these teams walked away with both individual and team honors, placing them in the top 10 in the state of Texas in their division. These teams have now qualified to compete at the national level. We are very proud of our teams, and we would like to provide them with a certificate of their great accomplishment. So, Mr. President, if I could have you and Dr. Cavazos please come in and join me and help present these top performers with their certificate.
The following teams placed top from our district at the state chess tournament held in Edinburgh at the beginning of the month. They have now qualified to compete at the national level. In primary K3 division, placing 5th in state, Treasure Hills Elementary. Sponsors are Larissa Venthal and Janice Ramirez. Principal Roland Ingram. Team members are Ethan Garcia, Laila Morales, Nicholas Vento, Emma Gracia, Eduardo Medrano, in our elementary championship K5 division, placing 3rd in state, Dishman Elementary. Sponsor is Peggy Reina. Coach is Oscar Cano. And principal is Irma Davis. Team members are Julius Garza, who's not present tonight, Emilio Rodriguez, Cristina De Leon, Isaiah Duran, Jude Ortiz, and Destiny Rodriguez. In the middle school championship division, placing 2nd at state, Coakley Middle School. Sponsors are Debbie Gomez and Crystal Mendoza. Principal, Pedro Sanchez. Team members are Carlos De Leon, Eric Soto,
Yes, we can. Right. Sure. Look at. Yes.
Massimo Meneses, Jacob Fox, Brandon Tobias, and Mario Vento. In our high school championship division, placing 6th at state, Harlingen High School South. Sponsors are Diego Leal and Jacob Ortiz. Principal, Fernando Reyes. Team members are Yvette Martinez, Cameron Christensen, Adam Elizarde, Kobe Salinas, Juliana Castillo, and Germán Robles. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the top chess teams in HCISD that have qualified for the national tournaments for 2018.
Oh, okay.
Drop out of the book, except for national decision.
Never paid up on mistakes for the bond.
No, he never did. Never did.
All right, guys, we're all going to look at George first. This is for the web, so we're going to look at the big camera in the middle. We're going to look at George. What do you got? Come on, look at George. Look at George. Look at George. Look at George. Don't look at anything else but George right here in the camera. I know it's very distracting. Look at George. Smile. Look at his teeth. Now look at your parents. Check me.
He likes it up there.
Keep smiling.
How are you? Good, and you? Good, good to see you.
Mr. President, if I may add, of course, we couldn't have had these accomplishments without the support of our parents. Our parents go in and day out, taking them to practice on Saturdays and sometimes even on competitions on Sundays. So I'd like to, at this time, recognize the parents. If they could please stand, if we can give them a round of applause. Thank you.
Mr. President,
Yes, Mr. Powers.
I'll be brief, but I just want to say I'm just blown away. I think this is awesome. And I'm just, when I noticed one of the children is 7 years old in second grade and placed in state. I think that's just phenomenal that these kids have these skills and these talents. It's what makes this district really stand out. And thank you. particular thanks also to the sponsors who spend the time to help coach and teach these kids, because it's a lot of hours that you volunteer, and it really, really is remarkable. Just a real credit to the school district, to the city, and thank you so much for what you're doing.
Thank you.
I just would like to make one comment and say, and also credit to public schools. You know, I was thinking, this is astonishing, right, audience? I mean, when we were all growing up, who would have ever thought that we would be honoring all of these students for all of these accomplishments in chess and in robotics and just in extraordinary things. And so I just want to say to anyone who is in the mood to criticize public education, bring it on. You know, we are ready in Harlingen. You know? Thank you, Freddie.
Mr. Cavazos, you've done very well. 1989 quarterback for the Harlingen Cardinals. Just a little bit of history. Yeah, I think you all went deep. Quarterfinals. And,
Yes, sir.
and the Jets and Rockets knocked us off. Those schools back then, they just had one school. You know, they anyway. Did a great job. But honestly, we're so proud of the entire body, everybody working together. And you can create a miracle when everybody comes together. And that is happening in this district. And simply saying that chess, not checkers, Dr. Cavazos, you know, the book that you shared with the board, definitely, chess is real. Checkmate, yes. And the pride of this district is the king. Students are kings. That's what we pride ourselves in. Congratulations to all of you. We're very proud of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And now, let's go to the recognition of Battle of the Books competitors. Mr. Shane Strubart.
Thank you, Mr. President, trustees, Dr. Cavazos, administration, and audience. Tonight, we are celebrating the success of several HCISD Battle of the Books teams, and here to explain the program and present awards is our coordinator for library services, Ms. Mireya Gavan.
Thank you, Mr. Strubart. Good evening, Mr. President, school board members, Dr. Cavazos, and administrators and audience. This year, HCISD launched our first ever Battle of the Books event. Library media specialists throughout all the grade levels gathered a team together since the beginning of school, probably since August and September. So in January, we held a competition at Gano Freshman Academy. Much like Masterminds, our kids competed. They were asked questions, very difficult questions about specific details from the books they read. Students in elementary read 5 books, middle school read 5 books, and the high school students read 8 thick books. Very, very thick books. I'm very proud of all our students for participating and competing in the Battle of the Books. But we were honored to take the top 3 teams to the regional competition in February at Region 1 in Edinburgh. And today I'd like to recognize those top 3 teams. So Dr. Cavazos, and would you please come down and help me recognize those students? Representing HCISD in the elementary division was Treasure Hills Elementary. Students were Marianne Saleh, Hannah Elizondo. Okay, let me, hold on. Yes, one at a time. Hannah Elizondo. Danica Elizarde. And Dora Banerjee. This team was coached by the library media specialist, the sponsor, Tracy Martinez. For the middle school division, we have Memorial Middle School. Mason Atkinson. Ava de la Peña. Danielle Paginto. And their coach, their sponsor was library media specialist. I'm sorry, I need one more. Sonia Garza. And their sponsor was Melinda Fernandez, who could not be with us tonight. And representing the high school division was a very tough competition. Let me tell you that this team actually won the regional competition in a tie-breaking round against South Texas ISD. I'm very proud to recognize our winning regional Battle of Books team, Early College High School. So I'll go ahead and start with Christopher Hinkle. Great job. Caitlin Renteria. And Gabriela Reese. And their coach, their teacher, or their sponsor is Miss Carla Lopez. Right over here.
TAPSA and student teachers.
Well, Neil, whatever you want to do. Hey, are students gonna be here?
Well, they already left.
Students already left.
Just only Frank Cavazos is here.
Okay, so I don't really,
Yeah, you can just keep doing the last two recognitions and then go to travel.
right. Now, what about these?
At this time, I would like to have the parents stand up of these students. The students spend every day reading books, and for their time, being patient with their child, because it was a lot of reading they had to do. So if you were a parent of one of these students, can you please stand up? And I would also like to thank Dr. Sheneman over at Region 1 for having a live feed and for coordinating our regional Battle of the Books this year. And we hope to win sweepstakes next year. I hope to win all 3 levels. So good luck to everybody.
Awesome.
Well, congratulations. My goodness. Any observations regarding the Battle of the Books competition?
Mr. President,
Mr. De Leon.
you know, the word reading sounds like a simple word, but it takes dedication, hard work, takes a lot of discipline to sit and read a book and grasp it all. But when you read, you learn so much. I see Rachel in the audience. Rachel and I graduated high school together, and when we were in high school, we'd get the thick books too. But we would look at the thick books and see how many pictures were in the books. And if it was 75%, Rachel, correct? If there was 75 pictures, then we get that book. So when we see so we've evolved into way better than our generation. But I kind of want to say congratulations to each and every single one of you, because that old saying, leaders are readers and readers are leaders, is absolutely true. What you do when you read just opens and broadens your minds. And when you read a book, and when you talk to friends, when you talk to family, when you talk to neighbors, and when you talk to the community, you're not only reading the book, you're sharing what you've read and the knowledge that you learn, and you're expanding it, and it's just a domino effect for everything and anything that you do. So congratulations, and keep reading, because I promise you, as long as you read, you'll always be expanding your mind and enhancing everything that you do in life. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. De Leon. Thank you.
And no pictures.
Mr. President, I would just like to say that I had the privilege of watching this, and it was like watching a television competition. And you talk about scary. The teams were lined up, and these questions were just thrust upon them, and it was just like being on stage. I was so impressed with your quick thinking and how you could react so well under pressure. It was great, right, Dr. Cavazos? We had a lot of fun watching you all, but it was really tense. So good luck, and let's keep doing this. I thought it was fabulous, just great, great.
Thank you, Ms. Flourier.
Yeah.
Thank you so very much. We're so proud of all of you. Now we have recognition of TAPSA National Distinguished Principal Finalist, Ms. Laura Romero.
Mr. President, school board members, Dr. Cavazos, senior team, and audience. Texas Elementary Principals and Supervisors Association, TEPSA, honors exemplary elementary principals who set the pace, character, and quality of the education children receive during their early school years. Being recognized as a National Distinguished Principal is the highest praise a principal can receive from his or her peers in their profession. Recently, TEPSA announced the 5 finalists for National Distinguished Principal Award, 2 of which are HCISD principals. So if I can have Dr. Cavazos and Mr. McShann help us come recognize these 2 principals. We're going to start off with Dr. Rosie Covarrubias, who is principal of Ben Milam Elementary. And we also have Ms. Irma Davis, Principal, Dishman Elementary.
Okay. Hold on. Everyone do it again. Everyone look at this camera first. You got eyes all over the place. Everyone see this camera? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now. And do that. Oh, you held it down. You bring the phone up.
So I just want to share that there's only 5 finalists in all of the state of Texas, and 2 are sitting here in Harlingen. We're super proud of them because that tells you the quality of leadership we have here.
Mr. President,
Dr. Pettis.
if I could, just to elaborate, leadership matters, and obviously leadership at the top matters when you have an amazing superintendent, but obviously I sometimes call our principals mayors of small cities because it really is an amazing feat to run these schools. And so I'm very proud of these 2 outstanding principals tonight, and they reflect great credit on this community and on our school district. Leadership's more about not just the skill set or the knowledge that folks have, but really it's about caring and inspiring the people around you, right? And it's about, to me, it's about service and support, right? When you have a team, but then you serve them and support them, amazing things can happen. And that's why you see the staff coming out here to support their principals because they love them. And it's just you can tell it's teamwork. It's not just about one person. And so they're both very humble, very well respected in the communities. And so it just gives us a great honor to have such amazing leaders in this district that just do great work for the benefit of all our kids and our children in this district. So real proud of you. You represent us very well, and keep up the great work. Thank you.
Mr. President?
Yes.
I just want to expand a little bit on what Dr. Pettis said, and there's a lot of, you always see a lot of, when we're recognizing a bunch of our students, and then you see more little girls going into fields of STEM fields, and we try to encourage our little girls in our school district to be that they can be whatever they want to be. They want to go into engineering, STEM related fields, and I'm just glad and happy that we have 2 great female leaders in our own school district, like Ms. Davis and Dr. Covarrubias, that lead by example, that set that example, not just to the students in our schools, but the other teachers, the other administrators, men and women, that we have 2 strong leaders like them here in our school district. And it's something that we've known all along, but it's something that the rest of the state now knows. And to have 2 of y'all from the same school district, from our school district, nonetheless, is not just a proud moment for you 2 and your families, but for us as well. So congratulations.
I want to echo what my fellow board members stated. Certainly, the trust that you have through leadership, the fact that 2 out of 5 principals in the state of Texas, that speaks volumes. We know that this was not by chance. Knowing these principles as well as I do, I won't go into any history, but you've been at it for some time, and you're really perfecting your leadership skills authentically, and it really matters. This board, superintendent, really appreciate what you do. We really, really do. And as a board, we're proud of the fact that when we've been supported by this community, throughout the community, for our public school district here. that investment is paying big dividends. It's evident tonight. So we're proud of you and wish you all the best. I mean, you know, we got a good chance, 2 out of 5. Let's see, right? We've got the cleanup hitters here. So you say, does David say, make it happen or something like that, right? And Ms. Carver.
We need order.
And Dr. Carver-Rubios, what can I say about you out there at Ben Milam and what you've done? Oh my goodness, coming from the council, I never will forget that, as a counselor to a principal. I'm like, what? It was the right decision. So proud of you. Congratulations to all of you.
Great job.
Okay, now we have the PTSA Students of the Month for March, Mr. Shane Strubart.
Good evening, Mr. President, board members, Dr. Cavazos, administration, audience. Miss Brianna Bella Garcia was at an event this evening, and I had to fill in for her. So tonight we'll be recognizing our Harlingen City Council PTSA Students of the Month for the month of March. The students you will see on camera proudly represent Harlingen High School, Harlingen High School South, Early College High School, and Harlingen School of Health Professions. We hope you enjoy this student-produced video created by a team in the Media Arts and Communications Academy.
Here at Harlingen High School.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm Skylar Snell. I'm in 12th grade and I attend the Harlingen High School. I'm a part of the tennis varsity team. I'm captain of the girls' side and I'm president of the entire team. My dream is to become a veterinarian and I'm very passionate about animals and playing tennis. I'm going to Texas A&M University and I'm studying animal science.
My name is Julissa Munives and I am a senior at Harlingen High School. I have been involved in countless clubs and organizations here at Harlingen High School. So to name a few, I've been a class officer and a captain for both varsity soccer and varsity volleyball for 2 consecutive years. I've also been a member of the PTSA and a member of NHS since my freshman year. Being a part of all these organizations has really given me the opportunity to lead and encourage others to just be the best that they can possibly be. I've always wanted to pursue a career in the medical field. Ever since my grandpa was diagnosed with cancer, I knew that I wanted to make a difference in the medical world. However, the medical field is dominantly run by men, so I plan to be one of the very few women who challenge these statistics and create the breakthroughs of tomorrow. I plan to attend St. Mary's in the fall to major in biology. Their pre-med programs and pre-dental programs are very successful. Their acceptance rates into medical school is 48%, and for dental school, it's 100%. So the people going through these programs get a lot of help to achieve their goals, so that's what I plan on doing.
My name is Vanessa Lozano. I go to Harlingen High School South, and I'm a senior. I am in cosmetology, and I am their vice president. I plan to go attend Texas Southmost College in Brownsville to become an ultrasound technician.
My name is Allison Gaitan. I'm a senior at Harlingen High School South. I'm involved in the Ecology Club, CMA Club, and HOSA Club here at Harlingen South, and I am the treasurer for the CMA Club. My dream is to become a pharmacist, and I am very passionate about the medical field. I plan on attending Texas A&M Kingsville and studying chemistry. My name is Lisbeth Zavala. I am from ECHS and I'm a senior. I have been in robotics, media, drama, and music club. Physical therapy, psychology, and surgery. I've always been very passionate about the medical field. I've always wanted to go to the University of Columbia, New York, but I want to first start out small, get everything done here, and then hopefully get a scholarship or see how I can do it, because over there is the one place where they have the best medical, I guess, like program. The administration and the teachers, the custodians, the nurses, they have all been really great. I'm very pleased with my teachers who give us conditional support and always there to help us. Since we are also a college school, the teachers mostly help us with not only what they can, but with extra. They're always helping us give that extra push, like, have you done your work? Are you doing this? You have an upcoming event? They're always there to help. And that's something that really pleases me with the HCISD school district.
Hi, my name is Sarin Shahada and I'm a senior at Early College High School. I was a member of Drama Club during my junior year. I am currently a member of National Honor Society and I was the former president of KHGN. I am passionate about filmmaking. My dream goal is to be the first well-known female Palestinian filmmaker because I want to bring media attention to issues in my homeland like the war between Israel and Palestine. I want to cast minority actors and transgender actors, and I want to bring attention to them because they don't get any representation in the media. I'm hoping to study film at the University of Southern California in Los Angeles.
I'm Alex Cavazos. I'm in 12th grade and I go to Harlingen School of Health Professions. I participated in HOSA, I'm in NHS, I play varsity soccer for Harlingen High School South. And Harlingen High School South, as a senior, you're automatically a captain because you're upperclassman, so. I really just want to help people. I hope to pursue a career in the military, so I want to go in as a medic and hopefully help people overseas. Well, my dad was in the military and my brother wanted to pursue the military, but unfortunately he underwent an accident, so he wasn't able to go. So that's kind of like what led me to pursue that. I recently visited UTSA and they kind of like won me over, so I want to go to UTSA. I either want to study biology or computer programming. After moving around a lot, I started at HCISD in 7th grade at Coakley, and I automatically found friends, so it was that camaraderie that kind of like stuck me here.
My name is Davian Ortega. I'm a 12th grader at the Harlingen School of Health Professions. Well, for freshman and sophomore year, I was a part of the Harlingen High varsity swim team. And this year, I'm currently a member of Rotary and Politics Club. And as far as the leadership role, if I see like any position needing to be taken, I tend to take initiative. My dream would be to become a radiologist or in that sort of aspect of life. My mom she played a big part in getting me familiar with radiology. She was a radiology tech, and I just became really fascinated about the whole aspect of radiology. I would hope to go to Texas A&M, College Station, and study actually engineering.
Before we recognize these students, I would like to know if there are any parents or grandparents here tonight. Would you stand and be recognized? Parents and grandparents. Beatriz Cruz, Treasurer of City Council PTA, joins us this evening to present the students with a certificate. Dr. Cavazos, Mr. President, would you please come forward to help us with these certificates? Students, when I call your name, please come forward to receive your certificate. Parents, also, you can come take a photo. All right, from Harlingen High School, Skylar Snell. From Harlingen High School, Julissa Munibez. From Harlingen High School South, Allison Gaitan. From Harlingen High School South, Vanessa Lozano. From Early College High School, Elizabeth Zavala. From Early College High School, Serene Shihade. From the Harlingen School of Health Professions, Alejandra Cavazos. From the Harlingen School of Health Professions, Davian Ortega. Parents, all the photos that were taken tonight, George will have them uploaded on our website later this week. All right, George? Trustees, can we get all the trustees down for a group photo? Students, can I get you down to the lower platform here? Big smiles. Hold up, we have one more. Everyone to go this way over here towards the end of the. Someone look down here. I know, get your stubbies. Congratulations, students.
Super nice.
So, we are now doing the month. Okay. Now let's move to approval of minutes, February 13th, 2018, public hearing.
Mr. President, I move that we approve the minutes for February 13, 2018 public hearing as submitted.
Second.
A motion by Mr. Powers, second by Mr. Hymas. Is there discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries. February 13th, 2018, regular board meeting.
Mr. President, move approval of the February 13th, 2018 regular board meeting as presented.
Second.
A motion by Dr. Pettis, second by Ms. DeLeon. Is there discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. February 23rd, 2018, special board meeting.
Mr. President, I make a motion to approve the minutes for the February 23rd, 2018 special board meeting.
Second the motion.
Motion by Mr. Hymas, second by Ms. Flourier. Is there a discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Let's move to the principal's report. The presenter tonight is none other than Fernando Reyes, principal of Harlingen High School South. Mr. Reyes.
We've waited a long time, sir. This better be good.
He has a lot
No
of
pressure.
questions, Mr. Reyes.
That's why I brought everyone to answer the questions. No. Good evening, Dr. Cavazos, President McShann, members of the board, senior team members, and members of the audience. Thank you for being here today. And I'm here today to tell you what an impact our CTE redesign and our CTE programs are having in our kids' lives. So I've entitled my presentation, Choice in Education Through CTE Redesign, because that's exactly what we're doing. We're offering choice to kids here in Harlingen, and in a very extraordinary way. So as part of the strategic plan, we will create a transformed school district that ensures maximum achievement for kids. So our kids across the spectrum get to compete in multiple CTSOs, career and technical student organizations, in which they compete in FIRST Robotics, Future Business Leaders of America, Skills USA, FFA, and HOSA. And our kids do extraordinarily well, and it allows them to really compete and bring out that competitive side of them to do very well in education. Our second goal is to attract and develop highly successful educators, which I'm proud to say that we have some of the best educators in the career and technical field around. These educators have actual industry experience, whether it be in the healthcare field, in the ag field, in the business field, and I'm very honored to have some of them here today with me. If I could recognize them briefly. CTE teachers, could you rise and be recognized for a round of applause? As part of the strategic plan, we also look to create individualized learning plans for all kids. And, I wish I had, half an hour or an hour here to show you about how many different ways. But, in addition to CTE, we offer the AP programs, we offer the dual enrollment programs, and each pathway is a unique way for a kid to become college and career ready. And as you can see from the few photos here, kids are definitely engaged in multiple ways to become college and career ready. So we're really excited about that. So current opportunities, last year we offered 30 career pathways, and this year it's grown to 36 career pathways. So we have some new pathways in place, including welding, firefighting, certified medical assistant. We've upgraded the facilities at the MACA. We do have the electrical program at Harlingen High School, the dental assistant program at also at Harlingen High School, and the pharmacy tech program at Harlingen School of Health Professions. So within our apprenticeship academy, we're proud to offer the welding program. The welding program is something that's been extremely successful this year. Our kids are doing wonderful things in that program, and they're learning to become NCCER Level 1 certified, which means that our kids could graduate from high school and get a job in the industry right out of high school. That means after graduation day, they're there. They're working, they're getting a job at $35,000 a year. So we're very proud of that. And these are some of our welders here in action at Harlingen South. So you could see they're actually on the move. They're working, they're learning the field, they're learning all the terminology. Part of our apprenticeship academy, we also have the electrical program, which is housed at Harlingen High School. I'm proud to say that we got a very strong partnership here in the district to where we offer programs to any student, no matter where they are in the district. So if they want to be an electrician, well, then we're going to give them that opportunity. So we have, an extraordinary transportation department that provides busing to these kids on a daily basis. So we're very proud of that as well. Within our apprenticeship academy, we do have the construction technology program that is thriving. We do have the teacher and some of the kids here today. We had 3 kids advance the state this school year. So within this same apprenticeship academy, we also have our upcoming HVAC program, which again is going to offer the students the National Center for Construction Education and Research certification. So that certification is again going to allow them to be industry ready and allow them to be ready to get employed right out of high school. So we also have coming up next year at Harlingen High School, the plumbing program, which our students will also be able to be a part of as well. The HVAC program will be at Harlingen South. So within our public service academy, we also have, we have 2 career pathways. Last year we offered the law enforcement pathway and the security and protective services pathway. Our programs are doing extraordinarily well. Pictured here, you'll see a photograph of our Skills USA, crime scene team. So they get to investigate the crime scene. Also here we have our public service kids that are involved in the building search. So you'll see that they're very hands-on. When we say career and technical education, we're really giving them the technical education that they need to succeed. So this is excellent. And then within this public service academy, we have the firefighting program. And the firefighting program has been doing absolutely phenomenal this year. We got kids coming in from Harlingen High School and Harlingen South, and they get certified in CPR, first aid, and they become a first responder. So kids are employable right out of high school, first year out at $40,000 a year. So we're very proud of this program here, and it's been thriving. And here are a few more pictures of our kids in action there, working with a fire truck, working with the tools they need to become firefighters. Next year, we plan on offering the courtroom. So we want to offer our law academy to all kids that are interested in the law pathway. No, sir, we're not going to have court there, not
Mr.
actual
Powers.
court. But you're more than welcome to come, Mr. Powers. So this is pretty.
He needs more practice.
I didn't laugh at that.
He didn't laugh at that, Mr. Powers. Don't you worry.
Our Health Science Academy. We have some health science students here with us here today. And within our Health Science Academy, we're for the first time offering a CMA program. So like Mr. Alvarez says, we're one of the few schools in the state of Texas to offer a certified medical assistant. A certified medical assistant is pretty high ranking in the hierarchy of assistants that help out in the medical field. So we used to offer a CNA. Now we offer a CMA, which we're very proud of that. And we have our teacher here, Ms. Jessica Juarez, here to speak to that as well. Our health science students get to also go to the Harlingen School of Health Professions for pharmacy tech, and they get to go to the dental program over at Harlingen High School should they choose that pathway. So we have a few students in both programs, and we have students in the CMA program. So next year, we're also excited to announce that we're going to offer the health science pathway for emergency medical technicians, meaning that our kids are going to get actual ambulance experience and experience being first responders, which again is a huge, huge accomplishment for Harlingen because there's a big interest in this field. And our Media Arts and Communication Academy, we're proud to say, has been thriving thanks to the work of Mr. Strupart and the senior team. That this year students have been able to earn Photoshop and Adobe Premiere and certifications to get jobs in the actual field as well. Now the pathway isn't new, but what's new is the facilities, and the facilities are top notch for our kids to really thrive. We've really seen the impact there. Within the Media Arts and Communication Academy, we had students compete in the Skills USA Media Technology, where we had 7 students advance the state, and we had 19 students advance within the Graphic Communications state. So those are coming up later, but I wanted to show you firsthand what a great big impact this facility is having on our kids, because our kids are thriving like never before as a result of it. The automotive training program is housed at Harlingen High School, and the program is open to Harlingen High School South kids as well. So we have kids traveling in the morning to the redesigned automotive section, and our kids speak very, very highly of it. And I'm very proud to say that our kids get that opportunity as well. Upcoming opportunities in transportation include the diesel mechanic program for next school year. And our students will be certified in the diesel equipment technology. Within our ag program, this year at the RGV Livestock Show, we had 12 students that qualified to go on to auction at the RGV Livestock Show. So we're very proud of that. But within that program, next year, we're planning on bringing the veterinary technician program, which has a huge demand right now. We're seeing a very, very big interest in that field of study. Our business academy is also thriving very well. We had a total of 9 students advance to national competition this year in the business academy. And I know this is pretty overwhelming stuff, because there's a lot of programs and there's a lot of pathways for our kids to choose from. But that's the idea, that they get so many different opportunities. There's choice in education. So when kids come to Harlingen High School or Harlingen High School South, the idea is that they get to do what they love to do. And whether that be in any field, we pretty much we're going to offer it. We also offer the Innovative Technology Program, and this is a picture of our computer maintenance team, which recently had 11 students advance the state competition. And I have to brag on my kids, because they're just doing phenomenal work there. I mean, every time they go to compete, we get kids going to state, we get kids going to nationals. So I'm very proud of our kids. So new opportunities on the horizon. I want you to hear from some of the staff members and some of the students, as well as what's going on there at Harlingen High School South in terms of choice in education. So.
Here at Harlingen High School South, we do have a wide variety of CTE programs that are available. One example is they could get certified in medical assistant, graduate high school, and actually start working in an actual hospital or a doctor's office.
So the medical assistant program is about getting students out there into the workforce to get a job as a medical assistant.
In the Certified Medical Assisting class, we perform a variety of assignments and competencies to prepare us for our certification tests at the end of the year and clinicals.
Some of the benefits of this program are that we get hands-on material that we need in the workforce. So when we go to clinicals or when we get a job, in any situation, we'll be able to handle it like how we did in class, since we practice a lot.
After I graduate, I do plan to still be a medical assistant, only because I'm going to be in college for a really long time. I want to be a doctor in physical therapy. So I'm actually planning to stay as a medical assistant until I finish that.
I do encourage others to join the program, but only if they're willing to work hard for the certification.
Self-motivated students are a must for this class, because they need to be able to work on their own, get work done, and then do the skills after that.
We have some future programs that are coming to South which are super exciting for students and parents. One of them is, we're elaborating on a firefighter program for next school year, where students will get to take advantage of also getting an EMT certification.
And as juniors, start with Firefighter 1. When they become seniors, they do Firefighter 2, and they move on to EMT Basic. And when they graduate, they're eligible to test for the state certification.
We usually use our workbooks and our textbooks that they give us, and we study for major tests that test our knowledge. And we focus on a chapter, and usually we will do a skills. So we will not only learn about it in the book, but we will go outside and we will do what we are taught in the book and learn how to do it physically and mentally.
We learned about basic stuff that we need to be able to go on to Firefighter 2, which is more hands-on, live fires and things like that.
Well, after we graduate, we can already go into apply at the fire station.
So I would definitely like to encourage others to join the program.
They're actually going to come out graduating and actually earning a salary already.
We do offer one additional program that we're expanding on next school year, which is our welding program. We did start this school year with an intro to welding, and we've seen an interest in that program grow.
They can go out to weld, structural welding. Right now there's a lot of work coming down to the valley, so they'll be able to go work there if they have to.
It prepares you, you learn more, you learn the basics of it, so you pretty much have the idea of it, of how to weld when you leave, or if you have a future, if you have something planned for the future.
After you do the 3 years, you get a certificate and you already have college credit. I want to go to TSCC and become a welder.
I plan to open my own business and go into welding.
Whoever likes to do hands-on jobs, they can come in here. Well, they can start as ninth graders. Right now it's a benefit for them because they don't have to go to college right away and pay. They'll be getting it free.
We're also looking at possibly doing cyber technology. We're also looking at a vet program.
The veterinary assistant program that will be offered to Harlingen School District students is offered to juniors and seniors. They apply as sophomores and they complete a 2-year rotation, and at the end of their 2 years, if they fulfilled all of their hours in the rotations, they will be able to sit for the Certified Veterinary Assistant certification.
Another great program we're offering for students that are interested in the building trades area is our HVAC program. Another part of that is also the electrical program, which is expanding on the actual construction trades that we have here. Our future programs here at Harlingen High School South and on a bigger scale within HCISD are going to offer our students many opportunities down the line in the future. They're getting the hands-on experience now that's going to enable them to have great opportunities once they graduate.
So I want to conclude with, let me find my slide here again. There was a lot of slides. I want to conclude with that we're offering kids anything they want to do. And our kids are graduate college and career ready because they find their niche, they find their why. We had a whole lesson on finding your why at Harlingen South. And it was pretty incredible because the kids spoke so powerfully to that. But within that, at Harlingen South, they get to find their why. They get to explore what they like to do. And if you saw those welders in the photographs and the CMA kids and the firefighters, man, they are having fun. They're having a great time. They're learning, and they're going to be ready, and they're going to be ready for college. So we're very proud to offer that. And what we're even more proud of is that we offer all that and everything else. We offer the UIL academics, the athletics, the arts. We offer an extraordinary AP program. We offer dual enrollment. So we have it all at South, and we're doing it for our kids. We're doing it so that make sure our kids are given the best opportunities and given a world-class education here at Harlingen South. So with that, I want to close by saying thank you to our board president and board of trustees, Dr. Art Cavazos, Dr. Alicia Noyola, Mr. Villarreal, Mr. Raul Alvarez, Mr. Juan Leal, and of course to our kids and the CPE staff here. Kids, if you don't mind. Very proud of them. Some of our construction kids made a token of appreciation, so if you all wouldn't mind coming up to hand it over to the board members and senior team members. It's a token of appreciation for all that you do for Harlingen South.
Wow. Thank you.
You giving him something. You got to invest it, right?
Very nice.
All right. Okay, thank you, young lady. What do we have?
Thank you.
That's nice.
Not a finished.
That's awesome.
Tell Shane to do a picture.
Let me see if you got something more special.
You want to do a picture with us?
Yeah, let's do a picture.
Well, then let's
What did he do?
Love it.
Okay.
Yes, make a few comments first, right? Okay. Mr. Fernando Reyes is at the podium. Any questions, comments?
Well, since
President?
oh, go ahead, please. Go ahead.
Well, first of all, congratulations, and
Thank you.
You know, it's obvious by the reaction of your staff and the students when you walked up here that you know, you're doing a great job over there, and it's not a secret to any of us that you're doing a great job there at South. But I was commenting to Ms. Fleury when one of the students said, I think she was going to be certified CMA, and she wanted to continue on to be a doctor. I said the days of working as a waiter or waitress or having odd jobs in college to get yourself through school, the times are changing. And that's one of the things that I'm proud of, to sit up here and be able to be a part of this team that's providing those opportunities for our students. You guys, the teachers, you guys are the ones doing the work. You're the one that's doing the work. We just sit up here and support you.
Oh, it's a big support, sir.
And try to get you what you guys need so that our students can get to where they want to go. And it's I said it kind of jokingly, but in a way it's kind of like it's a big deal, to give these guys the tools to come out of high school. I mean, there's a lot of us here on the board and parents out there, other teachers that wish we had these opportunities when we came out of high school and went into college. We wouldn't have done some of the odd jobs we did. I remember cleaning offices. I remember going at nights with my mom to clean offices just to make a little bit extra money. So I just wanted to say how proud I am of you. You're up here presenting. You're representing your school, but just the entire senior staff, the people that are responsible for our CTE program and making this happen. Just you're making all of us really, really proud.
Thank you.
Thanks, Thomas. Dr. Pettis.
So I did have high expectations, and you exceeded them. Now, this is your chance, after the support. You got our superintendent here, you got the guy writing the checks right here. Whatever you want, just ask. The camera's rolling.
Let's move along. Move along.
Okay, sorry. No, I'm kidding. And if I want to go back to a point that my colleague made. So I waited tables. If you're looking at somebody who waited tables through college and medical school. So, the opportunities you're providing and this district provides to, get these, kids on a jump start to careers is amazing, and they can not only get employment right away, can help them pay for college, et cetera, but in many ways leads to different stackable certifications and degrees and just sort of gets them inspired to do other things. And so I think that's the beauty of what we're creating here. But I want to highlight one point, or a couple of points actually. First of all, is this, I'm making a joke and aside with the checkbooks and the support. These things aren't easy. They're not cheap, right? And so that's why I like what you're creating in these district classrooms where you invite students from all over the district to participate. And obviously, I'm assuming you're doing the same thing. And some of your students are going to the other high school.
Exactly right.
And so this is the brilliance of Harlingen CISD, is that we want to have excellence in whatever we do, right? And so sometimes to do that, it requires, obviously you have to be an industry standard. You have to have the best, teachers and instructors. And so it would be a dilution to sometimes have one at every campus and in some career technology, fields. And so I love the concept of having, make it the best and then invite all the other students to participate in the district. And so I think this is going to just lead to phenomenal things. And I love the other concepts you have coming down the pipeline. Amazing. So I just want to, again, kudos to you and to the different offerings you're giving these students. Amazing. And I know that a lot of them are going to keep going and do amazing things, but it's awesome to know that they're going to have a skill set and a knowledge that's going to be employable, from day one. So anyway, great work. And you're exceeding our expectations, and we'll keep it up. Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
De Leon.
Thank you, Mr. President. You know, Mr. Rez, this, the CTE is really near and dear to my heart. You know, I've worked for TSC for going on 30-something years. I started when I was 10. George McShann as well worked for TSC for many years, and it's not the CTE of our mom and dads. You know, the workforce gaps in the state of Texas is huge. The governor, the lieutenant governor, the legislators, everybody's, the jobs that are out there, the students that are going the pathway of CTE are making a lot more than a lot of individuals that are going the traditional university or college route. And so there's so many huge opportunities in the CTE. You know, when you say there's a lot of choices, there's a lot of choices, but there's so many demands out there in the state of Texas that even though you may have a lot of choices, there's so many jobs that are available that even with all the choices, it's still not enough.
Yeah.
We have more jobs out there than we have the high-skilled students and graduates going into those jobs. So what you're doing, I know that Mr. Alvarez and Mr. Leal gave us a tour about maybe 4 or 5 months ago. State-of-the-art. Everything that y'all were doing is just state-of-the-art. It's just amazing how if you look back 20 years to now, I think one of the biggest challenges that we all have is the perception. And the perception is that the jobs may be minimum wage, because I can tell you the jobs that the students go into in these pathways, as soon as they graduate, a lot of these students can be making $40, $50, $60, $70, $80,000 a year, 1 year under their belt, a year and a half under their belt, no loans. And then, like our colleague, Dr. Pettis said, they're stackable. They can go into any other avenues that they want to. So what you're doing is amazing, and you're helping the students, but more importantly, the bigger picture, you're helping the state of Texas fill the gaps of all the workforce needs that are out there. So thank you, kudos, and keep up the great work, because I can tell you the state is counting on you and all the other CTs to fill those gaps in the state of Texas.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. De Leon. Thank you. Thank you. I simply want to say that this really warms my heart, because that's really my area, career technology education. 50 years I've been in this education business, believe it or not. And I want to say this. You talk about choices. It's good. What difference does it make if you have choice, you don't have enough opportunities?
Yeah.
Follow me. We have a lot of opportunities, and those opportunities you laid out very clearly. It started really with the legislature. The legislature, about 3 years ago, gave us the opportunity as a public school district to go into 5 different pathways, as you call them, or endorsements, which is a pathway. And 3 of those endorsements are career technology education, public service, business and industry, and STEM. The academics is arts and humanities, and of course multidisciplinary. So the majority of our students should be involved in CTE. In Harlingen CISD, we took advantage of it. And tonight, you simply gave affirmation to the fact that our students are thriving in those different areas that you showed us, as Skills USA, robotics, FBLA, HOSA. That, I want to commend the leadership, starting, of course, the superintendent, the staff, to really make a bold decision to say, we're going to get it done. Because I've been around here so long and know that it really wasn't getting quite done the way it should have, right? All right. But I can say now that we're at a point in time where we're going to see that students are thinkers. They're thinkers. They have ideas. But what happens to students who think, they don't have anything to really connect to. The career technology piece allows you to do what? To connect, like the medical field. I'm sure Dr. Pettis would love to have been a certified medical assistant, but you know, he was waiting tables. Was it around 6th Street, sir? All right. Was it?
Move on.
I had my daughter was there probably with you, but But what we've done now is given students an opportunity to have, you've got high skills, you're gonna get high wages. So this is just a foundation for students who want to become a physician, they want to become an engineer, want to become whatever they want to in life, and that they can work in a field where they'll get paid a high wage, and they're learning in the clinic, so to speak, while they get their formal education. Well, these students will not end up being a welder. They're going to end up owning what? A welding business. They will end up not just being a technician in the media, communication, computer field. They're going to have their own business.
Exactly.
So this is something that's really a big deal. It's a big deal, and kids want to tinker as thinkers, okay? Keep that in mind. And if you give them something to tinker with, they can say, there's a wow, they get it. So I want to do this, right? So let me close by saying that the teachers out there, I know a lot of you. You all know me pretty well, right? Raise your hand if you do, a little bit, right? Okay, right, okay. That's kind of my business, right? We're so proud of you because we know that you have to have certifications, right, to teach these students. Some of you are probably this summer going back into the industry field, right? Some of you are, probably most of you are, to learn what? Additional things that are out there because that's what you have to do. And we appreciate you. Appreciate your leadership. And let me say that you didn't disappoint, Mr. Reyes. You really did not. We're proud of you, and proud of all of you, South, and the students. Proud of you as well. Thank you very much.
Mr. Reyes, I do want to congratulate South High School. They took first place today in the One Act play.
They did,
And
yes.
so congratulations, South. And not only did they take first place in this next level of the competition, but they had the best actor and the best actress also come out of Harlingen High School South. So congratulations, Fernando, and of course everyone else.
And I just want to say that I wake up every morning thinking I'm the principal of the best high school in the state. So thank you.
All right, okay. And I would be remiss if I would not call on Dr. Muniz to have a few words.
Real quick, thank you, Mr. President. Dr. Reyes, Mr. Reyes, thanks for that presentation. Really quick, hey, the perfect formula. We start with the foundation of why, right? It's the perfect recipe. And students, if you haven't read the book, Start with Why by Simon Sinek. Read it. He knows. Ask him. He's got it. Excellent book. Start with why, right? Plus, have fun. Plus, choice equals success. I mean, that's the foundation of what you're doing. Now extrapolating this throughout to the rest of the district, amazing. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you all. Thank you all.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
And thank you for these lovely gifts. They're extraordinarily well made. Thank you very much.
Except the superintendent can't read his, we might have to, oh, okay, all right. Very well. Yes.
Mr. President, do you mind if we take a photo with the trustees and all the students and staff that are here?
Sure, let's do that.
As long as we're able to bring our plaques
yes,
with us.
take your plaques with you, please. Grab your plaque. If it's spelled correct.
Was it good? Did you have a good
I don't have more.
Okay.
I started over there. Started there, stuck like 2 people's heads. So now I guess.
Very well done. Very well done. Couldn't have changed it.
The kids did a great job with this.
So he did his first movie at Benham in the summer.
Very proud of you.
How are you? He had done a film he wanted to record. The lead.
Keep that in mind, sir.
Right? Okay. Okay. All right. Here we go. Here. Count 3. 1, 2. Good job. Awesome.
I'll give you a ride home. I know where you're at.
Thank you. I told the firefighter.
No, that was correct. Thank you. Thank you,
Did you listen to it? Isn't it amazing? Impressive.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
It's got my name on it, so you can't.
Thank you, sir. Nice to see y'all, Chief.
You guys.
Good to see you, honey.
You know what you're saying is, the content is super deep.
Hey,
The right guy's
This is he was one of my students, how many years ago? 10 years ago? Long?
No, don't say that. You want him back?
I was a supervisor back, he was in Raymondville.
Oh.
He taught
I think
electrician.
we had his too.
Thank you, Mr. Tijerina.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much, sir.
Whoa, let's see, now I'm gonna go to,
Oh, okay. Thank you, sir.
I think I'm gonna go get the students out of here, right?
Does he need, no.
Okay. At this time, I'm going to move to agenda 8, matters pertaining to curriculum and instruction. We're going ahead and take care of A, approval of out-of-state trip for Coakley Middle School chess team to attend the U.S. Chess Federation National Middle School Tournament in Atlanta, Georgia on April 6 through 8, 2018. And that's Mr. Fred Cavazos.
Thank you, Mr. President. Board of Trustees, Dr. Cavazos, senior team, and of course, audience. Earlier, we stated that the middle school chess team, Coakley Middle School, placed in the top 10 in the state of Texas and qualified to compete at the National Chess Tournament in Atlanta, Georgia. We are asking permission to send Coakley Middle School chess team to represent Harlingen CISD at the National Chess Tournament in Atlanta, Georgia on April 6th through the 8th.
Mr. President, I enthusiastically make a motion to approve the out-of-state trip for Coakley Middle School chess team to attend the U.S. Chess Federation National Middle School Tournament in Atlanta, Georgia on April 6th through 8th, 2018.
Second the motion.
We have a motion by Dr. Pettis, second by Dr. Muniz. Is there discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, we have approval of out-of-state trip for Harlingen High School South Chess Tournament to attend the U.S. Chess Federation National High School Tournament in Columbus, Ohio on April 27th to 29th, 2018. Mr. Cavazos.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. President. Our high school chess team, Harlingen South High School, placed in the top 10 as well in the state of Texas and qualified to compete in the national chess tournament held in Columbus, Ohio. We are asking permission to send Harlingen South High School chess team to represent Harlingen CISD at the national chess tournament in Columbus, Ohio on April 27th through the 29th.
Mr. President, I make a motion to approve an out-of-state trip for Harlingen High School South chess tournament team to attend the U.S. Chess Federation National High School Tournament in Columbus, Ohio on April 27th through 29th.
Second.
A motion by Mr. Hyman, second by Mr. Powers. Is there discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Congratulations. Approval of out-of-state trip for Treasure Hills Elementary School and Dishman Elementary School to attend the U.S. Chess Federation National Elementary School Tournament in Nashville, Tennessee on May 11th through 13th, 2018.
Thank you, Mr. President. Our elementary chess teams, Treasure Hills Elementary and Dishman Elementary, also placed in the top 10 in the state of Texas and qualified to compete in the national chess tournament held in Nashville, Tennessee. We are asking permission to send Treasure Hills Elementary and Dishman Elementary chess teams to represent Harlingen CISD at the National Chess Tournament in Nashville, Tennessee on May 11th through the 13th.
Mr. President, I would move approval for the out-of-state trip for Treasure Hills Elementary and Dishman Elementary to attend the U.S. Chess Federation National Elementary School Tournament in Nashville, Tennessee on May the 11th to the 13th, 2018 with great pride.
Second.
Motion by Mrs. Fleury is second by, is that Mr. De Leon?
Yes.
All those in favor? Now, is there discussion?
Well, I got a question for you. Are you gonna be going to all these places? Because if you are, I want to go with you. I want to go to I want to go to Tennessee and Columbus. And go ahead.
Yes, sir, I've been approved to
I see.
attend.
He's waiting on the third one,
I
sir.
see Mr. Ingram is here, it's Treasure Hills, right? Yeah, so he didn't want to leave anything to chance, right? Just in case. All right, okay. He can't go, okay, yeah.
Just want to note for the record, Mrs. Fleury's excitement to make the motion for a trip going to Nashville.
You betcha.
In case it's not lost on anybody.
You betcha.
Right, very
And
well.
I'm sure you'll be visiting the colleges and things.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries, and congratulations.
Just
That's it.
wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, very well.
So excited.
And now we'll go to public comments. We have Ms. Gracie Gonzalez.
Presented.
Second.
Have a motion of the consent calendar by Dr. Pettis, second by Mr. Hymas. Is there a discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. At this time, we're going to adjourn to close our executive session pursuant to Texas Government Code, sections 551.071, 551.072, 551.074, and 551.082, the Open Meetings Act, for the following purposes: consultation with legal counsel concerning pending litigation, including matters Style Travelers Casualty and Surety Company of America, HCI versus HCISD, CA 716 CV 00411, in the U.S. District Courts, Southern District of Texas, McAllen Division, SMAC, Smack Mechanical, LTD, and the Southern Mechanical Air Conditioning versus HCISD, CA 2015-DCL 04578 in the 103rd District Court, Cameron County, Texas, and Adriana Pena Aguilar versus HCISD Public Facility Corporation, CA 2017-DCL-07501 in the 357th District Court of Cameron County, Texas. Then we will discuss employment of teachers and other professional staff, discuss approval of Harlingen CISD Administrator's contract for 2018-19, and it is 8:49, and we're in closed session. Convene into open session for action on matters discussed in executive session. A, consider and take possible action regarding declaratory judgment and settlement of Andriana Pena Aguilar versus HCISD Public Facilities Corporation, CA 2017, DCL 07501 in the 357th District Court of Cameron County. Do I hear a motion? Lack of a motion, no action. B, consider and take possible action regarding Travelers Casualty and Surety Company of America versus HCISD CA 716-CV00411 and U.S. District Court, Southern District of Texas, McAllen Division. Do I hear a motion? Not hearing a motion, no action. C, consider and take possible action to retain the law firm of Gravely and Pearson LLP as supplemental counsel in the SMAC, SMAC Mechanical Ltd, D8DB, a Southern Mechanical Air Conditioning versus HCISD, CA 2015-DCL-04578 in the 103rd District Court, Cameron County, Texas, and Travelers Casualty and Surety Company of America versus HCISD, CA 716 CV 00411 in the U.S. District Court of Southern District of Texas, McAllen Division.
Mr. President, I move that the district retain the law firm of Gravely and Pearson LLP as supplemental counsel, limited to the two lawsuits referenced in the agenda items, and to authorize the superintendent to execute the contract with the law firm as discussed in executive session.
A motion by Dr. Pettis,
Second.
second by Mr. Hymas. Is there a discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Consider employment of teachers and other professional staff.
Mr. President, I move that we accept the recommendation of staff.
We have a motion by Mr.
Approve the people recommended by staff.
Motion, Mr. Powers, second by Mr. DeLeon. Is there a discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Consider approval of Harlingen CISD Administrator's Contract for the 2018-2019 school year. Do I hear a motion recommending that the board renew the probationary contract employment of administrators as recommended by administration, and that the board employ those employees under a one-year probationary contract for the 2018-2019 school year?
Mr. President, I move that the board renew the probationary contract of administrators as recommended by administration for one-year probationary contracts for the 2018-2019 school year. And I further authorize the board president to execute employment contracts to the employees accepting this offer.
We have a motion by Mrs. Fleury.
Second the motion.
We have a second by Dr. Pettis. Is there discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Do I hear a motion recommending that the board employ administrators as recommended by administration under one-year term contracts for the 2018-2019 school year?
Mr. President, I move that the board employ administrators as recommended by administration under one-year term contracts for the 2018-2019 school year, and I further authorize the board president to execute employment contracts to the employees accepting this offer.
A motion by Mrs. Fleury. Second by Mr. DeLeon. Is there a discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Do I hear a motion recommending that the board employ administrators as recommended by administration under two-year term contracts through the end of the 2019-2020 school year?
Mr. President, I move that the board employ administrators as recommended by administration under two-year term contracts through the end of the 2019-2020 school year. And I further authorize the board president to execute employment contracts to the employees accepting this offer.
I second the motion.
I have a motion by Mr. Hymas, second by Mrs. Fleury. Is there discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Do I hear a motion recommending that the board extend the multi-year term contracts of administrators as recommended by administration for an additional year through the end of the 2019-2020 school year?
Mr. President, I move that the board extend the multi-year term contracts of administrators as recommended by administration for an additional year through the end of the 2019-2020 school year. And I further authorize the board president to execute employment contracts to the employees accepting this offer.
Second.
We have a motion, Mr. Hyman, second by Mr. De Leon. Is there discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Do I hear a motion that the board extend the one-year non-Chapter 21 term contracts of non-Chapter 21 administrators as recommended by administration for the 2018-2019 school year?
Mr. President, I move that the board extend the one-year non-Chapter 21 term contract of non-Chapter 21 administrators as recommended by administration for the 2018-19 school year, and I further authorize the board president to execute employment contracts to the employees accepting this offer.
We have a motion by Dr. Muniz,
Second the motion.
second by Mrs. Fleury. Is there a discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries. Do I hear a motion that the board extend the two-year non-Chapter 21 term contracts of non-Chapter 21 administrators as recommended by administration for the 2019-2020 school year?
Mr. President, I move that the board extend the two-year non-Chapter 21 term contracts of non-Chapter 21 administrators as recommended by administration for the 2019-20 school year, and I further authorize the board president to execute employment contracts to the employees accepting this offer.
A motion by Dr. Muniz,
Second.
second by Mr. Powers. Is there a discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries. Do I hear a motion recommending that the board extend the multi-year term contracts of non-Chapter 21 administrators as recommended by administration for an additional year through the end of the 2019-2020 school year?
Mr. President, I move that the board extend the multi-year term contracts of non-Chapter 21 administrators as recommended by administration for an additional year through the end of the 2019-2020 school year. And I further authorize the board president to execute employment contracts to the employees accepting this offer.
We have a motion by Mr. Powers, second by Mr. De Leon. Is there a discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries. That concludes our action for discussion and action in an executive session. Now we will move back to the regular agenda, and we'll move to number 7, matters related to transformation and school support. Transforming Teaching and Learning Committee report, Dr. Noyola.
Thank you, Mr. President. Earlier this month, we held our monthly Transforming Teaching and Learning Committee meeting, where we had 2 topics that were presented. The first topic was presented by our recently graduated Dr. Jessica Rushka, who's our Special Projects and Grants Specialist. Dr. Rushka began with the first presentation titled Extending Our Learning with STEM. Within this presentation, she and a number of our district representatives highlighted a number of the STEM activities that are taking place throughout our district that have really spurred the development and creation of our upcoming STEM Squared Academy. Dr. Rushka and the rest of the team highlighted 5 very successful programs that are being implemented throughout the district. They began with a presentation on the Little Innovators program, which is modeled after the very popular TV show Shark Tanks. They went on to present and highlight our robotics program that is in place in all of our campuses throughout the district, and the success and excitement that has been created by that program. They also highlighted our student tech teams. This is another initiative that mirrored our Geek Squads that come out of Best Buy, which really involves our students in troubleshooting all of our computers and tech programs and equipment throughout the district. Very excited. Our students are really putting to use their skills. The 4th program they talked about with the With the advent of robotics and the work that has come with that, they have also implemented coding programs. So Club Code, which is really teaching our kids how to code, how to take what they're learning in robotics and really extend that to other areas. So the Code Club is taking off. Next year, we're foreseeing that will be all over the district. And the last program that they highlighted was the Vanguard Team. And the Vanguard Team is a number of district staff that are teaching other staff professional development in how to best utilize technology in our classrooms and expand that learning for our teachers throughout the district. So some really exciting things, but all of these items put together has really taken us to this next step, which is where we're moving towards with STEM Squared. The second topic was presented by Jennifer Maldonado, our instructional technologist, who leads one of our Perfecting Your Practice design team. And so within this presentation, a number of members of the design team shared our evolution with regard to leadership in HCISD. So they highlighted the various leadership opportunities that we have created throughout the district for people that are looking to participate in leadership opportunities. They highlighted what we do for our principals, assistant principals, staff that is interested in learning more about leadership, and how they have reached the point where we are now building our leaders from the campuses. And so they highlighted what they are looking to do with regard to classroom teachers becoming leaders and then redesigning the department chair role at the campuses. They highlighted the details for their goals with regards to leadership training. Sometimes when we select our department heads, we select department heads that are hard workers. They are producing in the classroom, doing great things, but even they need some skills in leadership. How do you bring groups together? How do you build consensus? How do you motivate? A number of these leadership qualities that sometimes are not taught, but are essential to being a leader. And so they shared some of that leadership training. They proposed the timeline for implementation as well as the next steps in the process. So we're really excited at the work that these teams have brought forward and the impact that they're making now and they'll make in the future in transforming the work in our district. So we're looking forward to those future results of all of their efforts. Dr. Perez chairs the Transforming Teaching and Learning Committee and may have additional comments to share.
Just real quickly, I just continue to be impressed with the work you're doing, Dr. Nolan. Of course, Dr. Cavazos encouraging her and also the design teams to continue the great work to advance, our work in all these areas with regards to our initiatives for the strategic plan and to achieve these. I mean, we saw a lot of it tonight with our CTE redesign, and so it's just amazing the amount of work that goes in and the fact that you're taking these ideas and making them into action that is actually impacting the classrooms, impacting our teachers, impacting the students. It's just very, very impressed with both of the presentations this last meeting, and look forward to the next meeting. Thank you very much.
And thank you, Dr. Pettis, for chairing the committee, and thank you, Dr. Nayola. Any other questions? Thank you very much. We'll now move to matters relating to business services. Consideration and approval to award construction services contract for the HVAC improvement at Harlingen High School South, CSP number CNST0318-1. Mr. Julio Cavazos.
Thank you, Mr. McShann, Dr. Cavazos, board members. Agenda item 9A is consideration and approval of award of HVAC improvements at Harlingen High School South. A ranking committee met and ranked the two proposals we received. The committee is recommending the top rank offer of Victoria Air Conditioning at a cost of $1,138,480. This is within our budgeted amount. We did discuss this at our facility committee meeting last week or the week before. Be glad to answer any questions the board might have.
Mr. President, recommend approval to award a construction services contract for the HVAC improvement at Harlingen High School South as presented.
Second.
Motion by Dr. Pettis, second by Mr. De Leon. Is there discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Consideration and approval to reject all bids for construction services for the HCISD lighting improvements at Lamar, Milam, and Bowie Elementary Schools, CSP number CNST0318-2. Mr. Cavazos.
Thank you, Mr. McShann, Dr. Cavazos, board members. Agenda item 9B is consideration and approval to reject all bids for the lighting projects at Lamar,
Milam, and Bowie. We received 2 proposals which were more than double than what we anticipated. We had a budget of $300,000 and the bids came in around $800,000. We will review and revise accordingly. We did discuss this at the facility committee meeting 2 weeks ago. Again, we're recommending to reject this bid. I'd be glad to answer any questions the board might have.
Mr. President, I move that we reject all bids for construction services for the HCISD lighting improvements at Lamar, Milam, and Bowie Elementary Schools, CSP number CNSTO 318-2.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Powers, second by Mr. Hymas. Is there discussion?
Yeah, Mr. Cavazos, Mr. President, Mr. Cavazos, I'm assuming there's no sense of urgency to this, so we're okay?
No, there isn't. I've been, working with Mr. Tapia on this, and yeah, there's no urgency, and we're gonna relook at these projects and see what's our next step as we move forward.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Appointment of election judges and alternative judges, Mr. Cavazos.
Thank you, Mr. McShann, Dr. Cavazos, board members. Agenda item 9C is the appointment for election judges and alternate judges for the May 5th board elections. We have used most of these individuals before. You do have a listing in your update. We will provide training for these judges as we get closer to that date. Again, we've used these judges, most of them before, and we will be providing training. Be glad to answer any questions the board might have.
Motion, Mr. President, I make a motion to approve of the appointment of election judges and alternate judges as recommended by administration.
Second motion.
I have a motion by Mr. De Leon, second by Dr. Pettis. Is there discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Matters relating to human services, approval of revisions to policy update 109, second reading. Dr. Minoyola.
Thank you, Mr. McShann, Dr. Cavazos, board members. We bring for your consideration and possible approval recommendations and revisions regarding Update 109 on second reading. These recommendations and revisions are as a direct result of the bills passed as part of last summer's 85th legislative session. These policies were thoroughly discussed at the Policy Audit Committee meeting last month on February 13th. Administration recommends approval on second reading. Dr. Muñiz serves as our committee chairperson and may have additional information to share this evening. Dr. Muñiz.
Thank you, Dr. Neal. We reviewed them thoroughly. Lots of changes, good changes. Any questions? I don't think we have any questions. So I'd like to make a move for a motion for approval.
Second.
We have a motion by Dr. Muñiz, second by Mr. Powers. Is there discussion? Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Matters relating to district operations, we have the Facilities Committee report. Mr. Tapia.
President McShann, members of the board, Dr. Cavazos. Facilities Committee meeting was held on March 6, 2018. We discussed a presentation on the annual electrical consumption report for non-school buildings at the committee. TRE projects, we discussed the progress on the baseball and softball fields. We had the contractor and architect here to discuss the delay of completing the project and plans to move it forward. We discussed AC upgrades at Wilson Long Milam Elementary, that the units had started coming in already and work is proceeding. The water fountain upgrades at Zavala, Bonham, Treasure Hills, and Milam haven't been complete. Other TRE projects were the surveillance camera upgrades at Keys, Sac, and Early College. We discussed the athletic track and artificial turf projects at our 2 high schools, as well as the Treasure Hills new elementary design presented by the project architect. We also discussed the south HVAC upgrades that we're nearly completing. And we discussed one change order and closeout payments. And Julio Cavazos gave the construction funds and financial report. I'll turn it over to Mr. Powers for any questions the board may have.
The only observations are, Oscar's doing a great job. I understand that the construction company doing the baseball fields has picked up their speed and their game a little bit. It's unacceptable that we're where we are, but that was made known to them, and that we expected it to be finished by the end of this month, and they assured us that it would. So hopefully, and apparently they put more people out there and they're working on it. The fence looks terrific over at Vernon. I drove by today, and looks like they're going to finish by the end of the week. And it looks really, really nice. I drove by the Harlingen High School practice field, and two huge mounds of dirt. They have started and are going like gangbusters on the track and the field. So, I mean, that looked like they're going to be ahead of schedule. So everything's looking great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Powers. Thank you, Mr. Tapia. We now want you to complete and submit ballot for Region 1 Education Service Center Board elections. You have on your dice a ballot. If you
Bobby's
would-
got them all.
Do I have?
I think, do you have them all?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4.
How many
do you have, Sonny?
I gave mine
She's
to
got
her.
our three. She's got Bobby, Nolan.
How many do you have?
We gave you.
Okay, very well. So the board members have exercised their ballots, and
She's got-
Sonia
we've got
Brown,
four here,
board secretary, will be the custodial of records for this.
Don't lose them, Sonny.
And,
Can we make sure this, there's a chain of custody on those documents, please?
Ms. Brown has been since 1988 as well.
Yeah.
I can remind that she's done a few of these, so we would certainly thank you for your consideration. The board has really concluded its action on the executive session agenda as well as regular agenda. So this regular board meeting is now adjourned.